Ultimate Joe.
Diggy diggy. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Guess what? It's Friday. Now that means
Focus.
I'm sorry. That means it's Caesar Gracie. We're going out to the school, and hard to think. I don't know what it is. Oh, jiu-jitsu day. We're hooking up with Jake Shields. We're gonna learn our last thing. Guess what? We're almost done with the show. And that means the DVD is gonna be coming out pretty soon too. And it also means Shannon's got a fight coming up, hopefully. And you might get to see me get beat up by all the trainers. We're gonna have a good time, but enough of that. Well, what are you doing later? Let's go do the show. I'm hooked.
Grappling.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Josh Hayes from UltimateJoe.com, and we're here with our trainer, Jake Shields, the grappling master. And this is week 6. Hopefully a familiar face by now is Jake Shields. We've learned quite a bit of stuff. We're gonna learn one more thing today, and this is gonna kind of get us in. This is gonna take us out of trouble. I don't know how many people out there have been in a street fight and how many haven't, but there's a few positions that you're just screwed if somebody gets in them. They can really hurt you. And Jake knows quite a few ways to get out of these positions, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. So, what do you think, Jake? What's probably the worst position to be in a street fight?
Street fight, I would say the most common and worst is the full mount, where the guy has to get on mount and just start pounding the crap out of you, and you end the fight from there. So we'll do some escapes from here.
Okay, so I'm in full mount. So this is me. I'm in full mount. You're on your back.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you're in
If you're
danger
coming up hitting me, the first thing I need to do is somehow stop those punches. So I'll kind of block, and look, I'm gonna come up really hard and try to throw your weight forwards. Here. See, now you can't punch me. This stops the punches for a second. As soon as I do that, I'm gonna take your hips, I'm gonna shove them down. So I straighten my arm out, and now I'm just gonna kind of shake my legs in, right here. Now I'm back to guard. Now from here we can work on the sweeps we worked earlier, the triangles, but at least I've stopped the punches temporarily, and I can defend myself.
So the reason you throw me up there is so I have to. So if I'm here and I'm trying to punch you, you throw me up.
See, I push you forwards, now your hands come up in post. You can't help it. Now once your hands post, it makes it really easy for you to shove your hips down, right back to guard. Really simple.
Okay, so now what if I'm a little bit more solidly on you?
Yeah, it's even easier if you're really tight. See, if you're really tight, again, I just push your hips down, and now I'm gonna bring my legs up and start shaking. Right here. Sometimes it takes a couple times, so see, hold, and I just start shaking until my legs slip through.
And then you're completely out of that. I mean, you don't have a guy on. You just put on your head.
Now from here, at least I can defend myself. So if I defend myself, I can come here, come up, try to sweep you. Some of these chokes work here, the guillotine work from her feet, but again, you can do this one on the ground. You hit the triangle. I have lots of defense things from here, especially against a guy that doesn't know jiu-jitsu. I should be able to finish him.
And the bottom line is too, you're out of that danger zone.
Exactly. You're not getting. You come in mount. It's horrible. You're getting punched. I mean, you get knocked out with it.
And you can panic
10 seconds.
So
yeah.
now, is there any chance that you're gonna get hit a little bit while you're in mount?
Yeah, you might take a couple punches, but it's worth it. It's better. The worst thing you can do is come here and cover up, because it's not getting me out of here. You're gonna keep.
They're just gonna keep
slugging. I'm kind of blocking the punches, but it's better just to risk taking a couple punches and getting out.
So you might eat a few
If you
punches.
do this, you're gonna keep eating them until you get knocked out.
The idea is you're never gonna stop, so they will just keep hitting
They'll
you.
hit you as long as they want. So you have to find some way to escape.
Okay. Now, what about? I know that you were showing from side mount before, so like you were here.
Yeah, from side mount.
This is dangerous because they can hit you,
elbows, all that.
you.
The way I escape this, see, is I'm gonna take this arm and look. I go flat, I put my hand up, and I come under your arm right here. See? Now from here, all I'm gonna do is really a simple escape. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this arm here. I'm gonna throw it. After I do this, I turn on my side. Here. See? Here I take your back. Depending on how you react, if you kind of move, I won't take your back, but I'll at least hit up to my feet. See here? See? Now I'm back up.
And you're still obviously in a much better position. You're not down there.
I don't want to be down there taking these.
Elbow or anything
Exactly.
like that. Now, and so if I'm down there and we're inside like that, the best option for you is that. Is there another way to do it?
Yeah, there's another way. If my arm is in front of me, another way, if I just want to get guard instead of going back to my feet, I'll just shove on your head and I'll shove on your hips. And look, see, this foot is going to post. Here. So the knee comes through, back to guard. Or sometimes I can come right into like a triangle right here.
Both of which are just different ways that you can get out of a really dangerous position
Exactly.
and get into a much better one. And that makes sense. So you might just save tons of the people at home if they were get attacked by some random person. They might be okay.
Hopefully they'll be able to see this and use it and escape.
So drill that at home, everybody. It's gonna be good. Yes. Jake Shields, he's the man. Josh Hayes, Ultimate Joe. Thanks to Caesar Gracie Sports Academy. We really appreciate it. We'll see you guys again.
The last week of jiu-jitsu was about escapes. We focused on how to escape in this position. This is like the worst position you can be in if you're on the bottom. Street fight, they've got your head down, they can just go to town on that thing. So this is a common situation you actually could find yourself in the real world. So we want to try to focus on how to get out of that. First step is to pull whoever's on top down, and then to put your hands on their hips, and then basically push them out and use your legs to kick them away. So we focused on that. Find yourself in that position. You kick out, and then use your legs to get them away from you. It's a pretty effective little tool. Now, something else fun happened that day, and this is just an illustration of how quickly things can turn. Now, I've got Josh pretty good. I mean, look at this. This guy's wrapped up like a clam. But in jiu-jitsu fashion, he's looking for that hold. He doesn't think that he's in the bottom. He's not worried about the position he's in. He's looking for a way to get to turn things around. And you know what? I'm still focused on. I'm trying to choke him. I'm kind of do whatever I can. And then once he gets that leg around my face, I realize I'm in trouble. He's turned the tides. He's trying to pull an armbar on me. He's got that leg around my head. Now he just has to pull my arm in close so he can use his body leverage to break it if he wants to. See, he's got to hold that arm. He's just a matter of time. He's pulling on it. He's got that leg in my face. He's almost. Oh, there he's got it. One little thrust to the hips and that thing's broken.